Shooter 94 here, and we are officially on the go home show for Fall Brawl 2001. Thank you all for keeping this save going. This has been so much fun for me. I've been writing a lot, especially going into the end of 2001 and getting ready for 2002. Just really trying to put as much emphasis as I can on storytelling, as well as keeping you guys entertained with the storylines and matches. So I'm definitely trying, guys. We're definitely trying to push as much as we can here. My goal is to try to get at least two or three of these out a week starting soon. So I'm gonna do my best. I'll try. Work is work. So let's get right to the show here with Nitro. Our go home show. We're in front of 3,000 people. We're opening the show with our usual opening video package with all of our main event stars. Not much to really talk about here. It's our opening, little segment of the show. 75 on that rating. We open the show with a massive graphic that shows tonight in our main event of Nitro, we will have a match between Jarrett and Rob Van Dam, who we found out last week was the fourth man to join Team Harlem Heat with DDP. And tonight, Jeff and Rob Van Dam will go one-on-one, where the winner will earn his team the advantage at War Games at Fall Brawl. Well, remember, the winner of that match, whether it be Team Jarrett or Team Booker, Jarrett will either become the new WCW champion or Booker T will retain the WCW championship. Obviously, all storylines advance. Segment rating on the graphic is a 73. So big main event tonight, guys. Big main event. And our opening contest, and about that, didn't have much heat. AJ Styles, our Cruiserweight champion, defeats Kid Kash in 10-13 by pinfall with a Styles Clash. This was a high spots match, as most of our Cruiserweight matches are. Wrestling rating of 59, crowd of 32, 63 overall on the matchup. AJ got us a 67, Kash a 51. Commentary lifted the match, and AJ Styles benefits from having a hot new move. This is simple. AJ gets a win as we build momentum towards the Cruiserweight Championship match, which we're about to discuss here in a second. AJ Styles did take the loss last week against Shane Helms, which is why this happens. Shane Helms comes out to onto the stage and says, AJ Styles, I beat you last week, so I've already proven that I'm the best Cruiserweight in the world. And this Sunday, I'm going to take that WCW Cruiserweight Championship from you, just to show once and for all that I am the best Cruiserweight in the world. So Shane Helms, since he's come back, whole new attitude, and he's really, he's on it, man. And this match is actually made for Fall Brawl. So this is the 58th segment here. It did lose heat, which is shocking, but it did advance the segment with the story. And here we go right here. So this is the pre-booking, so let's set that up if I hadn't already. Let's see if I outsmarted myself, and I surely did not, so let's book that. Alright, so we have 1v1, and it is Shane Helms versus AJ Styles for the WCW Cruiserweight, if I can spell that, Championship. There we go. Boom. And put the belt on the line. And there it is. So we have another match now for Fall Brawl, which we'll run through at the end of this show of what the matches are for that show. 58th segment on that. So the match is made. We'll find out on Sunday if AJ Styles can beat this onslaught of momentum that Shane Helms has since his return. We get a backstage promo from Dustin Rhodes, which I knew was going to be a mess every way possible here. But it's him explaining his return to WCW and explaining that he saw what Chavo and La Familia have been doing over the past few weeks to the Young Dragons and Jamie Noble. And he felt, since I'm coming back, I'm going to make an impact. I'm going to make a difference. I wanted to come in here and even up the odds for these guys. As a veteran of WCW and a veteran of pro wrestling, I wanted to come in and help these young guys out. and have their back in this situation. And that's why I joined their team to face Chavos La Familia in a 4v4 elimination match on Sunday. We do have a little bit of a turn here, so let me fix this. Yep, turn Jamie Noble officially face, which is awesome. Thank you. Now that we have that done, let's get to the match here. We have Dustin Rhodes in a singles bout here. The storyline obviously lost heat. Dustin Rhodes getting better at his gimmick, which we love. He's doing the natural Dustin Rhodes gimmick here. There's stuff that I have planned for Dustin now. I just had to find a way to debut him, and I felt this was the right way to do it. Many people may not agree, but we had to find something for him. And a very good match. Okay. In a decent match, Dustin Rhodes defeats Essa Aguila in 10-10 by pinfall, the lifting reverse DDT. Wrestling rating a 60, crowd of 41, segment a 61. Wow, okay, Dustin Rhodes got us a 58, Essa Aguila 63. The storyline in La Familia has advanced and gained heat, so this pretty much makes up for that horrible promo, so that's awesome. Dustin and Essa Aguila have pretty good chemistry, so we'll take that. And the commentary lifted the match, so Dustin Rhodes gets a big victory in his return match here in WCW. And he's obviously going to be in that 4v4 match on Sunday against La Familia. Lots of stuff really going on with this, and Essa Aguila really putting in a great match, so I'm very happy with this. So no complaints on my side whatsoever. I had no expectations for this match. Backstage, which I knew was not going to do well, but we had to do these two promos. This is the first one. So this is Kidman and Tori Wilson backstage talking about how this Sunday, when we shave Christopher Daniels' head bald, this is the end. We're done with Christopher Daniels after this match. We're going to move on to bigger and better things, go get gold here in WCW, and we're tired of having to watch our backs every single week from Christopher Daniels threatening to cut both myself and Tori's hair. And this Sunday, this all ends. So that's the end of the promo there with Kidman and Tori. Again, not the best promo. We both know that Kidman can't cut a promo to save his life, so that's fine. 39 rating on that. We're just trying to get to this final match between these two because it's going to kickstart some other stuff for other people, which I'll explain as we go towards 2002. So 39 on that rating there. We get a backstage promo from Team Jarrett, which is BG James, Bob Holly, Lance Storm, and obviously Double J, Jeff Jarrett. And Jarrett says that last week, he admits, Team Harlem Heat, you brought in Rob Van Dam. That's a big win for you guys. But here's the problem. This Sunday, my team is all united. Your team has never fully teamed together. RVD's a wild card. We don't even know if he's actually fully healthy. Stevie Ray hasn't wrestled in 2 years. Yeah, he won the tag match, but was that luck? This Sunday, Booker, your luck's going to run out. On Sunday, Jeff Jarrett walks out of Fall Brawl as the WCW champion, and this group right here dominates WCW. 63 on that segment there. We're just trying, like, if you guys have ideas for a few faction name, please hit me with it. I was thinking the Dynasty, but I didn't love that, so I kind of kiboshed that. But please, if you have ideas, please throw them in the comments. I need help with that, so please help me. All three storylines have advanced. Lance Storm actually did well off script for once. That's a blessing. 63 rating on this backstage promo from Team Jarrett. And we get a good singles match here as Kanyon defeats Elix Skipper in 12:37 by pinfall with a flatliner. Wrestling rating was a 58, crowd was a 42, and the segment was a 59. Kanyon got us a 63 on the board, and Elix Skipper got us a 53. Commentary lifted the match. I knew these guys would do at least decent. Like I said, Elix Skipper I have plans for, so stay tuned for that. And this is a nice momentum build for Kanyon. As you remember, he just returned 2 weeks ago. So it's great to see him picking up some victories and moving towards whatever's coming next for him here. As the matchup ends, though, Mike Awesome slides in the ring behind Kanyon and hits him with the WCW US title, laying out Kanyon in the process as Mike Awesome stands tall over a knocked out Kanyon after getting hit with the belt. Mike Awesome is very clearly happy with what he has just done, attacking Kanyon from behind. So it looks like, guys, this feud is starting to pick up some momentum here. The US title storyline has advanced. We got a 66 rating on that. Now, as we cut to commercial, we come back from commercial, and Mike Awesome's walking backstage as Shane McMahon confronts him and says, "I hope you're proud of yourself tonight, Mike Awesome, because you actually just gave me the idea of a match for Fall Brawl. And Mike Awesome's like, oh yeah, what do you got for me? And he goes, this Sunday, Mike Awesome, you're going to defend your WCW US Championship against the man you just knocked out from behind. Kanyon's going to get another shot at that WCW US Championship, Mike Awesome. And if you decide to do a countout again, you will lose your WCW US Championship. So let's pre-book our WCW US Championship match for Fall Brawl. I hate that I just spoiled on who I have on the roster there, but we're just going to ignore that. WCW US Championship. Beautiful. And we'll put the US title on the line. Beautiful, beautiful. And there we go. We have another match booked for Fall Brawl. So Fall Brawl is looking strong in my opinion, but again, we'll talk about that at the end of the show. This got us a 69 rating with Shane and Mike Awesome, so that's good. And this was just announcing a match. So the US title advanced and gained heat, and Shane McMahon benefited from having the groundwork of public support. Again, this is the other backstage promo, but this one went way better. Okay, so Daniels can talk. Daniels cuts a promo and says on Sunday he is going to shave Billy Kidman bald and embarrass him in front of his girl Tori. And on Sunday, Christopher Daniels says that it's going to be the funniest moment in WCW history when a man who has such disdain, not only for me, but also has such love for his hair, to see it all go away. 47 on that promo from Christopher Daniels. And again, Daniels has a lot of stuff in the pipeline, so I'm very excited to see how we get there. And just be patient with some stuff, guys, because you're going to see on Sunday there's going to be some weird stuff, so stay tuned for that. 47 on that, and the storyline has advanced. We get a backstage promo from the Road Warriors, and they're talking backstage with Scott Hudson, and Road Warrior Animal says, Shane McMahon called us last week and asked us if we wanted another shot at the WCW Tag Team titles and another shot at revenge at Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Haire, and how could we say no to both of those? Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo, you both have just disrespected the Road Warriors in every way you could possibly do. You've turned your back on all the fans, Roddy Piper. We thought we were boys, and Roddy, you took these two punk kids and think they can take out the Road Warriors for good? Not gonna happen. On Sunday, we put everything on the line. If we lose, we can't challenge for those WCW Tag Team Championships ever again. But if we win, we prove that the Road Warriors still got it and take you two punk kids out. And Roddy Piper, we want to make sure we get plenty of time to deal with you after the match as well. 58 on that promo from the Road Warriors as they're threatening to go after Piper after the matchup now. The WCW Tag Team storyline has advanced. And in the Road Warriors return match here on Nitro, they defeat Jindrak and Stasiak in 10:05, and Road Warrior Animal pins Mark Jindrak with a Doomsday device. 52 on the wrestling, 39 on the crowd, 55 overall on the segment. Hawk got us a 59, Animal a 61, Jindrak a 42, Stasiak a 45. Both storylines have advanced and gained heat, which is awesome. Obviously, the Road Warriors have great chemistry, and Stacy did well on ringside with Sean Stasiak as well, and the commentary did their job as well. 55 overall in this segment. This is a double-edged sword here. Or no, I'll say double-edged sword. Kind of a double play. Road Warriors get their first match back on Nitro before the main event, which was key. And this continues the disdain between Jindrak and Stasiak, as this is going to be a kind of just a slow burn. I really want Jindrak and Stasiak both on their own. There's no reason to have them as a team anymore. It does nothing for me here in WCW. So 55 overall on this segment. Post-match, Roddy Piper comes out on the stage with Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo and tells the Road Warriors that if they ever threaten him again, he'll take legal action if they put their hands on him at all on Sunday, and that he promises Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo will finally put the nail in the coffin to both Road Warrior Animal and Road Warrior Hawk. There's a reason we had a funeral for you. Your careers are dead. 64 on that segment from Piper. The storyline has advanced and gained heat, which is awesome, and Roddy Piper did great with the mic in his hand, as he usually does. In a tag team match, so this is Young Dragons facing off against La Familia in a poor match. Juventud and Psychosis defeat Young Dragons in 10:06 when Psychosis pins Jimmy Yang with a diving leg drop. Again, this is a high spots matchup. Wrestling rating 47, crowd rating 34, and segment 51. Jimmy Yang a 58, Kaz a 52, Juventud and Psychosis 40 because they're both mad, and Trouble in La Familia storyline has advanced with this segment. Commentary quality has lifted the match, so Dustin Rhodes got the win over Essa Aguila earlier in the night, and Psychosis and Juventud defeat Young Dragons going into Fall Brawl in their 4v4 elimination match. Backstage, Jindrak and Stasiak are arguing as Stacy tries to get in the middle of it. Stasiak blames Jindrak for all the losses that has been happening as Jindrak just walks away from him, clearly still setting up for these two to be done with each other as soon as possible, which is what we're doing. The storyline has advanced, but it did lose heat with a 46 rating. We are going to be having Stacy branch off with Stasiak rather than Jindrak. I think it's a better pairing. And Jindrak is most likely going babyface, so there's no reason to have him have a manager. Although he's terrible at promos, there's no point. Backstage, Team Harlem Heat, Diamond Dallas Page and RVD are backstage cutting a promo, hyping up Rob Van Dam for this match tonight against Jeff Jarrett. Booker says, we're back at full strength tonight. We got everybody. Page is back. So we got our eyes all over this main event tonight. We're all going to be at ringside to make sure Van Dam gets that advantage so we don't have to play any shenanigans on Sunday against Team Jarrett and get that WCW championship back. All the storylines have advanced. RVD and Booker T benefited, and we have a 75 segment. Let's see what the main event gets us. I'm hoping for 70s. Come on. Oh yeah. In a good match, Jeff Jarrett defeats Rob Van Dam in 18-13 by pinfall with a forward Russian leg sweep. This was a storytelling match and also had Lance Storm hit a super kick on Rob Van Dam, which led to Jarrett hitting the finish for the win. Wrestling rating 72, crowd a 61, overall segment 77. Jeff Jarrett a 61, Van Dam an 83. All the storylines have advanced. The match deserved better color commentary. I don't know how I get better with Mike Tenay and Tony Schiavone, but okay. And RVD benefits from all the things. So Jeff Jarrett gets the advantage. His Team Jarrett gets the advantage on Sunday against Team Harlem Heat, which could be very detrimental to Team Harlem Heat on Sunday. In post-match, it's on. The Brawl is on. All 8 men going back and forth here. Part 1 is the heels and babyface just going back and forth. Security's running out there. 66 at the second part is security finally trying to separate them as the show goes off the air. War Games is going to be very awesome. I think this match is going to be way off the idea of what I think the rating's going to be, which is awesome. 68 overall on this segment here, guys. All the storylines obviously advanced. Booker looked good. Lance struggled like usual. Booker T and Van Dam had great public support. Like, this ending is exactly how I wanted to end the Fall Brawl build-up. Have all 8 guys brawling as we go into War Games. Let's see what the show rating is, and then we'll run down the Fall Brawl card. And on Nitro this week, we got a 73. We increased our popularity in 10 regions. Lots of stuff happened on this show. Dustin Rhodes had his return match. He got a win. AJ got a win after losing to Shane Helms. But now he's got to defend the belt against Shane on Sunday. Kidman and Daniels did their final promos leading into the hair versus hair match. Mike Awesome's attack on Kanyon led to Shane booking that U.S. Championship match for Fall Brawl. Road Warriors got their first win back on Nitro. Juventud and Psychosis got a little bit of revenge on Young Dragons to get some momentum back, heading into the 4v4 elimination match. And then Jarrett defeats Van Dam and somehow gets the advantage going into Sunday at Fall Brawl. Now, at Fall Brawl, our card is looking like this, and I'm going to read it out to you. Our WCW US Championships on the line as Kanyon will face Mike Awesome for the US title. The Cruiserweight Championship will be on the line as AJ Styles tries to retain against Shane Helms. The WCW Tag Team titles will be on the line as Road Warriors challenge Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo. Where if the Road Warriors lose, they can no longer challenge for the WCW Tag Team titles. We have our first 4v4 match, which is an elimination, not a War Games, and it's the team of Dustin Rhodes, the Young Dragons, Kaz Hayashi and Jimmy Yang, and Jamie Noble, facing off against Chavo Guerrero's La Familia, which is Chavo, Essa, Aguila, Juventud Guerrera, and Psicosis. We have a hair versus hair match between Billy Kidman and Christopher Daniels. And our main event, our War Games match for the WCW Championship. Team Jarrett, which is Jeff Jarrett, Lance Storm, BG James, and Bob Holly, facing off against Team Harlem Heat, which is Booker T, Stevie Ray, Rob Van Dam, and Diamond Dallas Page. The winning team, if Jeff Jarrett wins, if Jeff Jarrett's team wins, no matter who pins, Jeff Jarrett becomes WCW champion. If Booker T's team wins, whoever pins the other team, Booker T gets his WCW championship back. So, lots of stuff going on Sunday, guys, for Fall Brawl. I'm excited. Hope you are too. But we're going to see you there for Fall Brawl as it comes to you, hopefully in the next couple days here. Throw some ideas in the comments on who you think's going to win each match. But we'll see you for that big pay-per-view.